Good morning. Happy Valentine's. And thank you for joining me here at Silly Girl Trips as I journey through the trips of my life. And yes, it's been a minute. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my YouTube and ring that bell for upcoming vlogs because I will now be vlogging more now that the weather is getting better. And I'm feeling so much better. Sorry. I've been really down and out and just been really busy, but we're getting back on track on things here. And if you haven't done so too, follow me on my other social medias, Facebook as Silly Girl Trips, and also my walking club. Please join my walking club, Posercise slash it's a walking slash exercise club, so I could do whatever. But I do promote a lot of walking. And this spring, March 21st, is the first spring Saturday of the spring. So I've decided to spring forward in 2020 with a positive attitude and better health and better, trying to help be in a better type of lifestyle, a healthier lifestyle. And so join me on March 21st. I have not decided on the time yet, only because I need to keep checking the weather to see what time would be best because Utah is also bipolar and it can snow and be sunny in like a heartbeat. Come in the house, 5 minutes later, go out. And I mean, it just does its own thing. So I got to make sure that I pick a really good time so no one's out there getting sick because we need to avoid getting sick as much as possible, especially with this coronavirus sickness. And also just the different types of flu viruses that are going around, which will definitely affect your health and your being. So make sure to wash your hands all the time. And if you can't if you're coughing, I would recommend like wearing a mask, so you're not spreading those germs, it's like, so that way you can contain it and to yourself, and then you can get better and not spread it and make it be contagious to everyone else. So but besides all that, also, oh yeah, we're covering our social media off track again. My mind's working so fast, but that's why I worked out too. And plus, I wanted to give some Valentine love to my own corazon, my heart. Walking is such a good workout for your heart. So get out there and do whatever you can. And if you can't get out, turn on YouTube like I do. And so join me. I'm going to be fundraising big time now in 2020. I'm trying to get my shirts created through a program and then through this company. And then I post it. So when I do, look out for that. Buy a shirt because that helps donate to my cause. And what is my cause? Putting together programs that are going to grow Silly Girl Trips, mental illness awareness and to mental illness and health. And of course, my Posercise Walking Club. And also, I have an Instagram. Follow me on Instagram under Silly Girl Trips. And don't forget the YouTube. So what has been going on? What did I want to talk about today? I wanted to talk about, like situations that a lot of us that have mental illness get into, especially with our mood swings, and I wanted to talk about mood swings because I get those. I get those bad, one moment, people are like, oh, you're like the funniest, happiest person. Yeah, but like in 5 minutes, if I was like, not sad, or if you annoyed me or something, was gone, I would be irritated. And the longer I become irritated, like I'm just short fused, I road rage bad and I've been working on that, so I've gotten a lot better on that too, by the way, because before I would literally get out, and then when I found out the person that gets out first is the person that goes to jail. And plus, I saw this video of like road rages where people really get killed, like by other people. So I try not to do that anymore. But, for those that have I don't know what it is, if it's bipolar or ADHD or this PTSD. When I get angry, I'm freaking angry, when I'm sad, I'm just so freaking sad. And a good, perfect example of anger. So I wanted to talk about a situation I had just this Wednesday. Today's Valentine's, so Friday, Valentine's. This happened a couple of days ago, Wednesday. And everybody that knows and follows me knows I work from home. And so at lunch, I get an hour lunch. I, try to find things to do, walking to the store, and walking back and challenging myself to walk as fast as I can so I can get back in time and get my, that to me is relief of my stress, and a good exercise. So those are little things that I do. So this Wednesday, I go to the 7-Eleven to get whatever. Long story short, I get into altercation there with the fucking, oh, sorry, excuse me, with the register guy, cashier. I never really liked this dude. I always avoid him. The other people at 7-Eleven are nice, but not that dude. His name is Kevin. He's a short little, yeah. Anyways, I go there, just like, it was just so dumb, and I was in a hurry, and he was asking me too, was I having an attitude? And I was like, dude, I'm not having a freaking attitude, and I always look angry anyways if I'm not smiling, and I talk loud anyways. And when I'm in a hurry or when I panic, I'm like talking like, very stern, like, but I don't even realize that I'm doing it. I'm just in a freaking hurry, So he tells me like, if you're having an attitude with him. And I was like, no, dude, I'm not having an attitude. I'm just like in a real rush. I don't want to be late back from work. I'm on a lunch. And, anyways, it turns out he was being a jerk, arguing him back and forth, just like stalling me is what I felt like, just taking his time. I asked for one of these, an item, one of them. And he was like trying to give me 5 of them and charging me $10. And I was like, dude, why are you, I don't need 5. I only need 1. But he was like, well, you said 5. I go, well, I only need 1. I don't know where you got 5, but I'm sorry. I only need 1. And he just wouldn't let up to a point where all of a sudden he tells me, what did he say? Oh, then he cusses me out. He says, fuck you, you fucking bitch. Get the fuck out of here. And I was just like, what the, dude, wrong thing. Me tuned out, and I fucking don't I remember it after, but during that time, I couldn't control myself, and I just lost it. Started cussing, flipping out, telling him he better call the cops because I was gonna kick his fucking ass. And then he was like, oh, look at your drink is squirting, the Arizona. I don't give a shit. So I put it on the counter. I'm asking people to call the cops. There's 2 grown men in there, but I think they were homeless and they didn't want to. But they were just like staring out the window. They wouldn't even turn around. I go running outside. Yes, I'm that crazy. I'm like jumping up and down, screaming, asking for people to call the cops. Like if you go by, I was like that insane person. Yes, silly girl trips like that. Like, my kids be telling me, even my husband, like, they can't take me anywhere. Like, I'm cool. I'm good. I'll be the social girl, like, talk to you. Like, I talk to strangers like no other, Everything's good. But if I get into an altercation and I get to a certain point, and depending on my stress level, and so long story short, call the cop. I had to go to Burger King to call the cops because I wanted to do harm, and I was just like not calming down. Burger King almost kicked me out because I was just like so out of it. And then finally they told me to wait there for an hour. Nobody showed up. Waited at another place for an hour. No one showed up. And then finally asked for them to call me back. This happened like at 1:45 p.m. I got a call back from the cops at 8 finally, right? At night. And then I tell my story, and the officer Bitten with an O from Salt Lake City Police Department tells me that that there's nothing. And I was like, nah, dude, you need a document. I need something. He was just like being so like, why do we need to call you people for? You guys, if that was the other way around, I would have been in jail. Something would have happened to me, but no. So then I asked to speak to a supervisor. He told me to call back. Said, go call 911 to speak to a supervisor. And he was like, no, don't do that. So call the non-emergency. So anyways, I called the non-emergency, and I talked to the same operator, by the way. Operator, if you're watching this, at Salt Lake City Police Department, I just want to thank you so much for your kindness and your professionalism and helping me stay calm. I started getting paranoid. It's something I also do. I don't even realize it. And she was like, no, you don't get yourself all paranoid. I appreciate all that. But what I don't appreciate is not being taken serious, not being thought of as a situation. Um, I mean, if there was a problem, it's a public place. I want it documented or something, I want to go after that person in the most non-violent way because and in the proper way, I guess I'm supposed to handle things, go through the proper channels. And I need you to, help me document that or help me, do something, call them, let them know that I wasn't just, or something, acknowledge. He pretty much said, like, it was just the way he said it. So I've called us waiting for a sergeant or a supervisor. They said sergeant or anyways. It's not Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's, people. And nobody called yet from the Salt Lake City Police Department because my concern ain't about nothing. And I guess, having, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just really disappointed, but I'm still going to call him back because I'm not going to give up. And then also, I've called customer service at 7-Eleven and put in a complaint. I'm still waiting for them. They're investigating the case. So that's what's been going on, and those are the kind of things that I go through, like, from time to time. And I know my husband's like, you should have vlogged that. Like, I don't got time to vlog nothing, and I don't, when I sit back and I am calmed down, and the time has passed, and I've cried it out, I really do get embarrassed of myself because I don't have that control, at a certain point. Like, I totally lose my own control, but I have control enough to prevent myself from crossing certain lines, because I really will have violent thoughts, tendencies, but don't act on it. So I'm not like super dangerous or anything like that, and then I just cry it out like a big baby, and then I like just to relieve all that's in me, So for those that I don't know which part of my disability, and I think I missed my psychiatrist appointment with my doctor because they were supposed to send me a reminder, and I wrote it somewhere. That's another thing. I write things and I put it somewhere. I write things everywhere, and I don't know where I put it. I have like 5-6 different notebooks around me because I like to write, and that's another thing that I've incorporated. I've talked about that before. It was one of the things that I saw in a coping skill, so I utilize that. I just write stupid things or good things or plan, Then I go back sometimes when I'm bored or I'm in a good mood and I read through it, and it's like, it's just a trip seeing where, my mind goes or how, what my day is like, kind of like a journal, I guess, but not like, day one, like today, welcome to Wednesday, kind of thing, it's just random, whatever. So that definitely helps. So, yeah, so that's what's been going on. I'm also, yay! Decided that we're going to do, an event March 21st, first Saturday of spring. We're going to spring forward in 2020 with Posercise, with this walk to bring awareness to mental illness. And of course, our health, our hearts, our bodies, and our minds, because we need a good balance. And for those that have non-balancing tendencies, like myself, these are things that we can do to help ourselves become better. So please look out for that. I'm starting to do donations and fundraise heavy in 2020 because I need, as a business, to grow, and I need to be able to get the funding to do the programs the way that I want to do them with the walks and things like that. So I really want to build on that and build on getting things, information, or getting out there and meeting, and finding the different programs that are available, and different people out there that do things to help those that, are mentally ill, with their to be better, so mental illness can make us homeless, they can make you become drug addicts, or alcoholics, so um you can end up in jail. Most of us do end up in jail, I've been in jail, so it's like I'm not a stranger to that either, for my anger issues, so because of these things, I mean, and I hate too that when I watch the news or anything, any time now that anybody like is shooting somebody or everything's always the negative. I mean, is always linked back to, oh, that person had a mental illness, and they were, and so when people hear that like I'm bipolar or ADHD, I see like sometimes like this fear in their eyes, like I'm gonna just pop off, yeah, I have issues. Yeah, I have mood concerns, and yes, I do have tendencies to be beyond like angry, as well as being beyond sad, to the point, I mean, that it causes mental illness can, I mean, is one of the biggest reasons why people commit suicides, because they just can't manage or handle, and because the outcome, the negative outcome can be so devastating. I mean, it totally can affect your life. I mean, to where it can end your life. Um, I want people to, I want my programs to be good programs. I really want to be able to grow this and help people cope in the most natural way possible. I believe maybe we've always had these issues, but in the past, we had to work, walk, do a lot more physical things and eat better. We cooked more, at home. We grew our own stuff. We knew what went in our bodies, to now just always depending on what, the fast foods, because even I do it, even though I know all these things, that a lot of times I find myself ordering pizza or getting the pizza or going to, to eat the burgers, and because it's convenient. And nowadays, time is so fast. Like I'm doing this video, I had to get up to walk my husband out the door, see him off, and then I started working out like at almost like it wasn't even 7 o'clock in the morning yet, and I decided like now is the time to do this because I won't have the time. And then that's one of the reasons why I don't even end up vlogging, because I still live a regular life while trying to do this, build this. So I have to be at work, even from my home, I have to be on that clock. Because I get paid hourly, right now. So I need to fundraise to create these programs so that way, we really build something good, something that's going to deliver results, and help people find, more natural ways of dealing with dealing with themselves, with what they got going on emotionally, mentally, and also these things totally affect your physical body, I shared an article just yesterday about, I read this article about grieving, how it can really affect your physical body. It can make you sick, and it's the same thing. It can give you, it can make you sick. So because it can affect you in so many ways, and I I really really want to work on making this, work out. And I need brochures, I need shirts, I need better programs, I need instructors, so, and also I'm looking for volunteers. I'm going to be reaching out to different places to see if I can get some volunteers that will help my programs grow, so if you're out there, if you're into exercising and, instructing all that, and you want to team up with me, let me know. Please hit me up, message me on one, through YouTube. Through Facebook, if you haven't done so, join, Silly Girl Trips. It does max out at 5,000. So if it does, jump over, join me on my group, Pauser Size. I'm also on Instagram, reach out to me there. My email is on there. Reach out to me, I would love to collaborate with anyone out there. If anyone wants to help me out with my event coming up on March 21st, hit a sister up, like I'm looking for any help that you can offer. I am trying to create this join this one shirt thingy so I can promote my shirts, and then you could buy it and the proceeds go to my programs. So think about that and help me help you and others be better in life and live a more balanced and better life. And I really want to get out there to nature, and I'm excited because I'm so sick of being cooped up and working indoors. I want to be outside, in the sun, and just take in nature. And I want you to join me. So put that on your calendar, March 21st, a walking event. And I will definitely be vlogging more often. Thank you so much for joining in. And I will also probably be doing a live more often now. So hold me to that. Let me know, because sometimes I just, it's overwhelming. We talk about that all the time. So help me become better so I can help others become better, including yourself if you need it. If you haven't done so, get your workout on, turn on that YouTube, select walking is what and dancing is my next thing I want to do. And I do that at Zumba, and I love the Zumba fitness class that I go to. Definitely fun. I'm excited to see y'all on Saturday. And thank you again for following me. I am out, calling it a day. I gotta get ready for my day, my regular working day. And I wish you all the best. God bless you all. Much love. Be safe out there, and love and respect and care for yourself. Deuces. I am out. Peace and bye.